Obviously, as you can hear, that sample is put on 45. Once again, like the live bass line, but it's basically the live bass line that you kind of sort of hear within the sample, just brought out.
Was there an issue regarding the sample I just played, the Isley Brothers, and this song?
It wasn't an issue. What it was, so this is what happened.
Okay.
Originally, I didn't clear the sample. That's what it was. And then we came back later and cleared it and worked it out. That's the issue. And much love to, even with the Isley Brothers. They didn't go back. We worked it out and moved forward. And I respect them for that.
You know, normally I've heard there's been situations where if you didn't ask for permission prior, and then, you know, they do the business after the records has gone out, because you didn't do it the right way in terms of the publishing split, is going to be less favorable than had you have gone through the proper avenues. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to ask for specifics in terms of percentages, but was you happy with the split?
Absolutely happy with it. And I mean, you know, like I said, much love to them. They definitely deserve it. I love their music and I appreciate them. You know, they did, because it could have been ugly. You know, they could have made it ugly. You know, they could have been really ugly, you know, and they didn't make it ugly. That was 1993. That's off of the second album, 1993. Now the first single. And I remember that was done on the tour bus. I made the beat on the road. Tretch wrote it on tour. In the clubs, they would say that was one of the things they would do in the clubs in New York at the time. You know, they would throw a record on and they would just be partying and be like, hey, ho, hey. So Tretch was like, yo, you know, I like they be doing the hey, ho. Like, I'm gonna make that into a chorus on this song. And I'm gonna call it, but I'm gonna shout out and I'm gonna celebrate hip hop. We were on the road because OPP, when it came out, it just took us and grabbed us and sucked us up and we just ran. Like literally just ran and was on the road. Tommy Boy were calling us and saying, hey, we need a new album. We need a new album. We need a new record. We need a new album. We need a new album now. And we were just like, it's not ready. It's not ready. We're not even home. Like, we've been on the road. We ended up, within being part of us being on the road, we did this summer jam for the station Camiel up in the Bay Area. And Tommy Boy had never heard Hip Hop Hooray. We said, let's try this new song, Hip Hop Hooray, at the Summer Jam. So we performed it, and that's where the whole arms thing came into play. Hey, ho, when we performed it, the Tretch just did this, and the crowd just started doing it, and it just carried on with us. And it got back to Tommy Boy. And Tommy Boy said, well, the radio station called Tommy Boy and said, hey, if you don't give us this record, we're going to play it live, the live version on the radio. And Tommy Boy was like, what record are you talking about? And they were like, they've just performed some record, some Hey Ho record. And if you don't give us the record, we're going to play the live version. So Tommy Boy was calling us like, and calling me like, what record did you guys just perform? What is this? I thought you guys wasn't done yet. And I was like, yeah, we're not done yet. We just tried the record out. He's like, well, I need that record like today. To be honest with you, that's why the mix sounds terrible.
I can't tell, man.
I hate that mix on that record. That mix on Hip Hop Hooray is horrible.
What particularly are you referring to on that?
Just overall, the sonics, everything across the board, it's just terrible. It's just not good to me. But I just feel like I was rushed on that one. I mean, but that just tells you too that, you know, that's just me nitpicking. It's a great record, great song, but that's me nitpicking. But that mix, every time I hear it, I kind of cringe though.
Okay, so just for people that are listening who don't have the ears that you have, right? I would give an example of what you hear in that irritates you? Just one example, because it sounds
It's
terrific
just
to
the
me.
clarity. When you hear the clarity of records, you know, you guys know, like when you hear a record and you can hear every single instrument, you can hear everything. You know, me personally, I would love to hear a little more of the guitars coming through from Isley Brothers original record, just a bunch of different little things that I would, you know, personally like to hear in the mix better.
I was just also gonna speak to just, you know, with the musical background too, bro. Like it's like I can completely understand the idea, the feeling of hearing that joint and being like, yeah, this mix is bad. Like you can improve this, you can improve that. There's so many, because every single one of those elements is its own individual thing. But at the same time, I feel like there's so much music from that era and from that time pocket that all just where the quality just wasn't A1, and it all kind of contribute to the feel of the music from that era. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like it's okay though, even though I understand what you're saying completely. Because I'll put something out and hate it.
Wrong. I mean, I appreciate all the success and I love the record. It's just that when I say I cringe, it's just like, because I just feel like I could have made it better. That's all. And I'm always searching for perfection. That's all.
Of course. But it's like, would it have that same character though?
Probably not. You know what? Probably not.
Okay, so
at the end of the day, it's now a classic hip hop anthem. So it was perfect. And you're gonna have to let it go because you're there.
I agree.
Exactly. But at the same time, though, realistically, you know, like the way so many of these joints, Young Days, what up? You know, so many joints, like, you know, come on, they dropped the 2024 digital remastered, yada yada yada. Y'all need to go ahead and do one of them joints.
I really am. Like, just so I can, you know, satisfy my own, you know.
That's literally it. Yeah.
I have to just get that out my system.
But let's move on to the music video, because the music video, it looks like a lot of fun. Like, it's one of those like old school music videos where you have everybody from the neighborhood in the video. Everyone's having a good time.
And it literally was everybody from the neighborhood.
And Spike Lee directed it as well, didn't he?
Yep.
So talk to us about that experience.
I mean, it was crazy. It was great as well. We reached out to him, asked him did he want to do a video for us, and he said great. I mean, we said all right. We sent him the song. He's like, I love it, you know, and there we have it. He said, you guys have any ideas of what you want to do? And if you look at it, it didn't necessarily come across like that, but our idea, or Tretch's idea of it, it was supposed to have been like, that's why if you look at in an open field, he wanted it to look like I'm bugging out right now.
Take your time.
Bill Cosby's the cartoon.
The cartoon.
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert. Yes, Fat Albert. So that's why you have the guys playing the buckets in there. And that's why you have us standing in this field. It's supposed to be like a junkyard kind of a play off of Fat Albert. That's what our initial approach was for the video.